This is the Sculp snack in a size 4. Um, Tying them on these Gamakatsu B10S stinger hooks, and the bead are these medium tungsten cone heads. I'm using gold, but you can use whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. This is we're putting lead wire on it because it's supposed to mimic a sculpin, so it's got to sink real good. 10 wraps is the general rule of thumb, but you can put however much you want. Oh, this is size 0.020. So you can put as much as you want on there, but the general rule of thumb is 10 wraps. And then you want to, when you break it off, you want to jam it under that cone, get all the lead up to the front. Just wrap it on there real quick. It's just spinning. And then break it or helicopter it, whatever. Then take your thread. I'm using this light olive. It's 6/0 thread, and then you just kind of jam that lead up on there so it's not going anywhere. Then you wrap down. The shank's not very straight, so it kind of curves early, so you go down the curve just a little ways down to about the barb there. Cut that off. Then you take some tan marabou, and you want it to be just a little over a shank length. So we're gonna use 2 different colors on this total. So it's gonna be olive on top and tan on the bottom. You can use whatever colors you want. That's just the colors I like and happen to be readily available. So you want to use half of what you normally use on, say, like a woolly booger. You lay that over that, and you want to keep it on top of that shank, so you give it a couple gathering wraps like so, and pull straight down to hold it on that hook shank. Go back up, and make sure whenever you're pulling, you pull straight down or straight up, so it'll stay locked on that hook shank right on top. And then you tie it on there. Whoops. Then you take your scissors, cut off that excess. Wrap that down, get out of the way real quick. And it's okay to build up the body a little. It doesn't really change it because it's going to be sinking anyway, and it's all going to be wrapped under. Then you take your olive, you do the exact same thing, lay it on top of there, about the same amount. You want half of a normal amount. Same thing, couple wraps to gather it up, then pull straight down to lock it on top. A couple more. Take your scissors, cut it off, tie that down. Make sure it's on there real good. Then you're going to take some sort of flash if you want to. I guess this is sort of optional. I just have regular sparkle flash. Let's see, I want some gold ones. Should have picked them out. Then you take the 2 pieces, put them around your thread like so. Kind of put it on top like that. Wrap them down, split them over the sides. Give a few more to tie it down, and you can trim them off now or later or whatever. Then you take some Polish chenille, UV Polish chenille. I got the medium, but I mean, I guess you don't really have to use medium. You could make it always fatter if you wanted to, or skinnier. Just tie that on there all the way back to the tail. Then wrap your thread up to the cone, and then start wrapping your Polish chenille up. And as you do that, with every single wrap, you're going to want to take all these fibers that stick off of it, kind of comb them back so you're not trapping anything. You could take a dubbing brush if you want afterwards and just kind of pull them out, but I think it's more efficient to just do it right now. Get them out of the way. And when you get up to the cone, you don't want to go all the way as close and as tight as you can to the cone, because we're going to be putting some Senyo's laser dub on there for the head. So you want to get it pretty close, but leave a little bit of room there. Probably like 1 wrap's worth of the polar chenille. Leave that there. Trim that off. Then you're going to want to take your tan laser dub, Senyo's laser dub, and whatever color you're using for the bottom. I'm using tan. You take it, and you're going to be folding it over on itself, so you take about half of it, put it right there. So you wrap it right on the bottom, as much as you can, straight on the bottom. Wrap it on there. Oops, I missed it. So when you wrap these in, they're supposed to get sucked under that cone, so you can't see your wraps afterwards. Just a few wraps is alright, just to get it under there, just to hold it on. Then you take the olive, same stuff, laser dub, take a little bit of that, and you want to put that on the top. Same thing, folding it in half. Try to keep it on top of the shank like that. Fold it all back. Twist it onto the top. It's not perfectly on there. Looks pretty good. Then you want to take whatever rubber legs you want. I actually got these from my dad. They were from Hargrove. They are round rubber medium black, but they have a lot of olive on them, and they also have shiny flecks in them, and I think they look cool, so I'm going to use those. So when you do it, I guess I'll tie it first on the other side so you guys can see it. You're going to tie it right onto the side like that, and you can just tie them in there on the side and then cut it off if you want, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to just give it like 3 wraps just to hold it on there, and then I'm going to just pull them over and then kind of squeeze them. Kind of just got to force them under that cone so you can't see it anymore, and you pull it over the top, and then you're going to want to just wrap them on the other side and secure them. Make sure you go on both sides of it to sort of pinch it in there like that, and then take your whip finish. Probably comb everything back, so the laser dub likes to go everywhere. So take your whip finish over that cone. Cut off your thread, and then when you trim the rubber legs, you got to make sure to you're not stretching them when you pull them out to about the tail's length, right about there. Sure, broke the connection on those two. And that's it. That's the
Rotate it, please.
oh yeah. That is the Sculp snack.